There are 4 ways to make a lady less attracted to you. Now, bear in mind that certain situations are regrettably beyond your control, and that sometimes, despite your best efforts, relationships with certain people may not work out. However, I want you to keep in mind that's fine while you're dating. All of these things, in my opinion, are within your power, and knowing this may help you avoid making these errors or turning them into habits. Thus, the first thing to do is to assume she will take the lead or to date in a completely passive manner. While I'm not advocating that you make every choice for the rest of your life or your relationship with this lady, I do believe it's important to demonstrate your leadership qualities, particularly early on. Neither men nor women ever look at their ideal mate and say, I really hope I find someone who puts in absolutely no effort and who expects me to make every single decision. Because aggressiveness, leadership, and confidence are traits that many women find appealing in a guy, using this passive approach may come off as less attractive to women. A lot of women would rather have a spouse that is proactive in setting goals for themselves or making choices. Being persistently inactive, even for your own benefit, might result in lost chances, a lack of personal development, and simply the incapacity to form your own opinions or take stands for what you believe in. These outcomes are neither appealing or beneficial to you. It's crucial that you take the initiative here and demonstrate to her that you are a decision maker and that she can rely on you if you're not making an attempt to set up a date and you're expecting her to handle everything, or if you're not sharing your schedule or assisting with any planning at all. This doesn't mean you have to decide on every single thing when it comes to your time with her, but at first, I believe it's very appealing when a guy has a plan. And when it comes to women and attraction, women find it so sexy when you take the initiative, when you actually put in the effort and show that you care to plan a date. Again, this is just an example, and this could apply to many other aspects of your dating life or your life in general. Be the guy who says, hey, I know you really like tacos. How about we go to fill in the blank? Insert with a taco restaurant at 6:00 p.m. on Thursday. As opposed to the guy who is frantically putting something together at the last minute or who says, whatever you want to do, or I don't care, and that's all. Either yes, no, or 6 doesn't work. Is 8 okay? Is what she will say while responding. And presto, you've just set up a date. You're going someplace you know she'll enjoy, and you've even made plans. Again, you won't go very far with this, and it won't help you attract a fantastic lady if you expect the woman to lead and adopt a passive, no-effort attitude. Neglecting yourself is the next thing that will make a lady lose interest in you. Neglecting yourself has a detrimental effect on both you and your partner, which may be quite important for maintaining attraction or this aspect of your relationship. If this is a relationship-type circumstance, you need to look for yourself in order to ensure both your own health and the health of your partnership. You can be a better person for others around you the better you are on your own. Not to add, physical beauty usually indicates one thing: good health. There is no doubt that a woman's attractiveness to you may be negatively impacted if you are disregarding your physical and mental well-being. It is crucial to look after your health by eating well, exercising, maintaining good cleanliness, and other practices. I could go on forever about how important I believe it is to look after yourself and not let yourself go because, yes, this may seriously diminish a woman's attractiveness to you. Persistently using the internet is the next item on my agenda. Asking a woman what she brings to the table on a first date is one of the best ways to ruin attraction. Some are simply not questions you should have to ask. With time, you'll find out what value someone adds to your life and relationship. If not, they're probably not adding the value you're looking for. That is but one example. Apart from that dumb inquiry, there are a ton of other persistent online habits that are plain awful for your reputation. Regularly using the internet may change your perception of relationships and women in general by giving the appearance that you don't communicate with people in real life. I want you all to keep in mind that not everything is clear-cut and that not everything you read online will be relevant to you. Furthermore, I believe that keeping this in mind is crucial while engaging in real-life dating relationships. Additionally, I've seen a tendency with individuals who spend a lot of time online that doesn't transition well to similar conversations in person. A lot of individuals who spend a lot of time online attempt to turn everything into a dispute, argument, or discussion. They are often disagreeable and lack the capacity to recognize subtleties. It's not good for your life off the internet, and definitely not good for your dating life to be so addicted to the internet that it totally distorts your perception of reality. Additionally, I would like to point you that resentment and animosity against people of the other gender that stems from excessively harsh material or persistent, unfavorable online perceptions isn't constructive. and won't help you succeed in your dating life or attract women to you. This one's key takeaway is that your dating life may be significantly impacted by the stuff you consume, the individuals you engage with, and the people you follow and look up to online. You finally have the freedom to decide whether something is a good or bad thing. I would advise you to be very cautious about the stuff you consume online and recognize the profound effects this may have on your daily life, your dating life, and to be honest, your whole perspective on women. It is quite acceptable for us to discuss the negative aspects of women's lives without degenerating into hatred or harboring negative attitudes against the whole gender. Therefore, if you find yourself at that point, I advise you to log off of the internet, go outdoors, go for a stroll, or just lie on the grass. The next is very needy or validation seeking. I do want to point out before I get into this one that some people could value or do well in a closer, more reliant relationship. It all boils down to what is mutually agreeable and practical for all parties. But in general, I wouldn't consider being a stage 5 clinger to be healthy, regardless of compatibility or attachment patterns. And the reason for this is that clinginess often entails a persistent desire for closeness, attention, and assurance, all of which may encroach on an individual's independence and personal space and leave very little opportunity for personal development within a relationship, which is once again crucial. Women get utterly turned off by this and start to feel oppressed, and I'm aware that many males share these sentiments. The other individual engaged may experience emotional and psychological strain as a result of clingy behavior. It may be difficult to maintain a healthy balance in a relationship when there are constant demands for attention and assurance. These expectations can be overpowering and very taxing. A fantastic woman would look for a mate who respects her limits and lets her keep her emotional equilibrium. A woman is drawn to confident men who know what they bring to a relationship, have high self-esteem, respect themselves, set boundaries, and are honest. None of these traits are good for you and will make her less interested in you. You may also come across as a stage 5 clinger and constantly talk down to yourself. Really, these are all really desirable qualities that attract women. And the truth is, you probably aren't in a position where you have those things if you're always looking for approval or reassurance, or if you're acting like a stage 5 clinger. This in no way implies that you have to be the most self-assured man alive, or that you should never show weakness, vulnerability, or uncertainty. Feeling such feelings is rather common. However, in my opinion, it won't be good for your relationships, your dating life, or a woman's attraction to you if you let it control your relationship and take over your life in a bad manner. Fortunately, there are many really simple things you can do to boost your confidence, and I believe that doing so will have a significant positive impact on both your relationships and how women see you. Ultimately, what matters most is your inner satisfaction with yourself. Regardless of what ladies may say, I believe that this is something that you should be doing since it is so vital. I want to stress once again that although these things undoubtedly affect how women see you, your dating life, and your relationships, they also don't, in my opinion, do anything great for you personally.